Hello, Turkeyfoot.
I'm Jonah.
And I'm Parker.
We hope you enjoyed your 3-day weekend.
Today's breakfast will include ham and cheese croissants with fresh fruit juice, and milk. For lunch, we will have chili 3-way, Italian cauliflower, veggie with hummus, fruit juice, cherry or watermelon craisins, and milk.
Wednesday's breakfast will include yogurt dunkers, apple slices, fruit, and milk. Wednesday's lunch will include a deli sandwich or peanut butter sandwich, chips, side salads, sweet potato fries, fruit juice, apple slicers, and milk.
Thursday's breakfast will include a cinnamon roll, fruit juice, and milk. For lunch, we will have chicken sandwich, tater tots, baked beans, peaches, fruit juice, apple crisp, and milk.
Friday's breakfast will include sausage and pancake, orange slices, and milk. Friday's lunch will include corn dog, superfood salad, carrots with dip, mixed fruit juice, and milk. Now to Jade with the weather.
Welcome to the weather with Jade. Get ready to break out your winter coats because this week it's going to get cold. On Monday, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 29 and a low of 15. On Tuesday, there will be low clouds with a high of 37 and a low of 20. On Wednesday, it will be partly cloudy and we're entering the 40s with a low of 25. On Thursday, we will have a thick cloud cover with a high of 43 and a low of 28. And Thursday night, we're expecting some snow flurries. Finally, on Friday, rain and snow are possible with a high of 44 and a low of 26. Over the weekend, we're looking at snow clouds heading our way and a possible inch of snow. Now here's Benji and Jack with sports.
Hello, Turkeyfoot.
This is Turkeyfoot Sports
With Benji
and Jack.
There will be girls basketball practice from 6 to 7:30 and boys basketball practice from 7:30 to 9.
At 3 o'clock to 4:30, the wrestling team will be meeting at the mezzanine.
On Tuesday, there will be wrestling at Fort Thomas at 8 p.m.
There will also be archery from 8 to noon.
There won't be any practice on Wednesday.
On Thursday, the girls basketball team will be practicing from 10 to 12. The wrestling team will be meeting from 12 to 2.
The archery team will also be meeting from 5 to 7:30. There will be no practice on Friday.
That's all for Turkeyfoot Sports.
Hey, Turkeyfoot Indians. Got a few dad jokes for you this week. They all pertain to pirates, so get your pirate caps on. So, what's a pirate's favorite restaurant? Arby's. Why are pirates so mean? I don't know, they just are. So why can't pirates ever finish the alphabet? I know you're thinking R, but it's because they always get lost at sea. Bye-bye, Turkeyfoot.
What made you want to teach?
I decided that I wanted to go into teaching when I was actually in middle school. I had a couple really good teachers, and then when I went into high school at Dixie, again, I had, a few teachers that inspired me. When I went and played college sports, I knew I wanted to coach as well. So after I got done with college, I came back to Turkeyfoot, started teaching and coaching. So that sort of was the avenue that I went.
How long have you been teaching?
22 years.
Where did you go to school?
So I went to Crescent Springs Elementary School, which is the Tebben building now in Crescent Springs before they built River Ridge. And then I went to Turkeyfoot Middle School, which is now torn down from the old building. And then Dixie Heights High School for 4 years. Then after Dixie, I got my bachelor's at Transylvania University. And then I got my master's at Northern Kentucky.
If you weren't to be a teacher, what would you do?
If what?
If you weren't to be a teacher, what would you have done?
Oh, if I wasn't going to be a teacher, what would I do? I either go into stand-up comedy or I would probably be a police officer.
What do you do for fun?
For fun, I CrossFit. I've been CrossFitting for 8 years. That's sort of how I de-stress, and I love it. I also will hang out with my kids, and I like to watch them play baseball, and that's what I like to do for fun.
What do you love about middle schoolers?
There's lots of things I love about middle schoolers. I think middle schoolers get my sense of humor, my sarcasm, and they also can joke around with you too. I think that middle schoolers are lively and energetic, and they keep me on my toes. So I do love a challenge, And I think when you look at elementary kids, middle school kids, and high school kids, middle school kids are probably the most challenging group, but I enjoy that.
What do you dislike about them?
What do I dislike about middle schoolers? Loving their high energy is also probably one of their faults too.
Yeah.
You know, you have to know how to control that energy in your classroom and keep that, you know, under your finger. So that's probably the thing I like least as well.
What do you think makes a good middle school teacher?
You gotta love kids. You don't like kids, and teaching in general is not for you, but you have to love teenage kids in order to be a good middle school teacher, because kids are smart and they'll know if you enjoy your job and if you enjoy being in the classroom with them or not.
Are there any teachers here that you have taught?
Have I taught? I have taught Miss Osborne, who is a 7th grade science teacher. I had her my 3rd year of teaching. And there is something that teachers do too. Answer phones. Hello?
Hello everyone, welcome to Caleb's Corner. Today we have a guest. Say hello, Jade.
Hey!
Today we're reviewing The Rise of Skywalker. Positives. One of my positives is it has great action and good cinematography. What was one of your positives, Jade?
My positive is that they finally showed off Kylo and Rey's romance in this one after making me wait a whole movie!
Whole 2 movies. One of my positives was Kylo Ren himself. He was a great character. He was cool, he was threatening, and he had great character development.
I loved that it was also very funny, but some of the jokes were just very cringy, but that's okay.
Very cringy indeed. Positives. No, negatives. Some of the negatives for the movie include it being really slow at the end, but don't worry, it picks up very quickly. What is one of your negatives, Jade?
One of my negatives is that they try to fit everything into one movie because it's the last one.
Of course, that
Tier.
tier. That is a pretty big negative for a movie that is supposed to be a big finale. Another negative for me is Rose herself. She is quite annoying, even though being in the movie for about 2 minutes, she was quite horrible. Do you got another negative, Jade?
Nope.
No other negatives? Alrighty then. Conclusion. The movie was great, and I had a fun time with it, and I am willing to see it again. Saw it twice already. How many times have you seen it, Jade?
Twice, I think.
That is great. I give this movie a 9.4 out of 10. What about you, Jade?
Totally agree.
Totally agree.
Totally agree.